Hi, everybody. Here's another update on the progress of the figure. I will get my camera down on the work that I'm doing. And let's see if I can get this to show it for you. Here we go. This is part of the torso. It's done in three count peyote down here. That's where I started at the waist. Then I wanted to make, or kind of the underbust area, because this is a dynamic figure where it's not a wasp-waisted person and this person is wearing clothes. So what I did was that, get the light a little further in here, see if that helps. In certain places, I did what I call an artificially induced up bead and did increasing from there because I don't like to go over three beads. In other words, I like three beads, one, two, or three count beads, beads at a time in each stitch. But if I go to four, the piece loses structural integrity. So if I want to expand beyond the three bead unit, I do this artificially induced up bead thing, and that creates three single spots from which I can increased to two beads, two wide beads, three narrow beads, etc. And I've got still more single bead spots. So once you do an artificially induced up bead, you can set yourself up for lots of potential increases. If I wanted to really quickly increase, I would take advantage of the fact that I had three uh, single bead spots to work with, and I could increase to two beads from one in any single bead spot. So yeah, and because I wanted to gradually increase from the underbust part, and I wanted to create a bust, and this is the bust. As I'm working it, I increased quickly. I did several spots of artificially induced up beads, and I utilized those. So yeah, it's already forming a boob, a couple of boobs. Since these are clothed, they're not naked boobs. I am doing them as part of the fabric, and I'm doing them kind of as a unit. There's a little bit of a undulation here for the middle part, but I'm not the alternate way I could do breasts, just like I could do them just like I did the butt, which is to make a bowl. But I didn't want to separate them. I wanted them to be part of the garment that this person is wearing. So hence the different type of increasing. So it just goes to show that you can, depending on what kind of effect you want, you can use increasing and even decreasing, of course, in different ways. So for all those bead geeks out there, I hope that is helpful to you. I do teach workshops. I do also have a mentorship program, and I guess if I wanted to promote myself, I should do this real quick here. I will show you a link to a program that I began recently. I'm typing in my website address as I speak. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I typed in my own address wrong. Here we go. Boom. Okay, now I got it. Boom. And I call it the Art and Alchemy program. And I need to just do a screen share for that. And back to this, back to this. Hello, share. There we go. Luddite me. I'm better at beating than I am. Um, uh, I'm better at beating than I am using a computer, but what can I say? This is something that you can check out. It's this is the page that discusses it. I'll probably make a video discussing it in greater detail. There's a contact link on this page and a link to Calendly so you can schedule a visit with me. You can schedule a discovery call, find out what it's about via Zoom in person, one-on-one, or you can hit the contact button and go, hey, this is me. I'm interested in this, and here's how to get a hold of me. And I will get a hold of you. So the Art and Alchemy program is kind of taking the idea of beading uh, beyond technique, and a lot of beading classes are project oriented, and techniques are part of those projects. Many people I know take project classes just because they want to learn a new technique. But I found that when I was teaching uh, projects, what I call project techniques disguised as projects, people were open to listening to the different thoughts I had about the nature of uh, the whole genre, the relation of the way craft fits into the art world, and other musings. So if those musings might amuse you, and you find it, you find that your practice, beading practice, is kind of, you're kind of looking to go beyond, this is the place for you, because we will go beyond, and I can, because it's one-on-one, I will tailor it to you and what your goals are and what your interests are. And then I might throw in some surprises as well that might expand the way you look at your art, the way you do your art, and the way you fit it into the context of what you do in general. Or, well, what you do with your life, let's say. Let's make it a little more highfalutin there, shall we? So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you contact me, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for being here. Bye.